Alright, what is up everyone? This is KT here, and yesterday I got a request for a super tune, and today I'm gonna post it. So, the Supra is a pretty odd car to tune. It's got a really good power band, you can shift it right at the red line. Automatic tunes are pretty easy with this car just because it shifts really smooth, and the power band's really nice. It's very lightweight, and it has a lot of horsepower. Now, the only downfall to this, though, is the fact that when you're trying to quick shift in the second gear, yes, this car is also a quick shift, you're pretty likely to bounce off the rev limiter unless you have a high enough top speed. That's the big problem with this car. So that's just one thing you gotta kind of watch out for. This tune isn't going to be the fastest, but it's going to be under 10 seconds. I think we're going to probably scratch somewhere about 9.98, somewhere in there. So let's get started here. So right away, we're going to do, like always, our top speed here. Now, I have to make sure I remember my final gear, which is 2.814. Alright, so we're going to lower our top speed first. See that? Pull our final gear down to 2.814. I'm doing this with you guys here. 2.814. There we go. Alright, after you do that, you're going to want to take your top speed and pull it up to 130. And pull it back down, or you can just do like this, doesn't really matter. So then your speed up top here is reset. You just basically flip your transmission at this point. That's all that's really for. Now after you do that, you're going to take your final gear and pull it all the way down to the minimum, which is 2.000. Alright, there we go. I'll give you guys another second to do that. Alright. Now, we have our top speed up here at 178 miles an hour. I already did pre-figure out this final gear, so that's why this is going to come out to be perfect. Well, not perfect, but it's going to come out to be what I want it to. Alright, so we're going to bring 6th gear up to 1.771, which is all the way up. And your top speed should measure at 168 miles an hour in the top right corner. Now we're going to do 5th gear. 5th gear all the way up also. So it's going to be 2.088. 4th gear also all the way up to 2.570. Then we're going to go down to 1st gear here. I will put the camera closer so you guys can see all the individual gear ratios. And pause it like I've been doing with my other videos. So 1st gear is going to be all the way to the left, and it's going to be 4.759. 2nd gear I'm going to play with here. Alright, that looks... let me lower... There we go. Alright, so 2nd gear I'm running 3.925, and 3rd gear I'm running 3.179. Like, put the camera closer here so you guys can just see all this up close. I do have this on the charger, so it's kind of difficult. Let me unplug this. Just don't die on me. Alright, so I'll give you guys a couple minutes, or a couple seconds here, so you guys can pause that and check everything out. Make sure you guys set everything up properly. Alright. Let me set my iPod back up here. There we go. Now I'm going to move on to the suspension. Oh, and one note with this car really quick before I do go into the suspension is you're going to want to put a wing on it and max out your downforce. That'll help out a little bit with wheel spin. Now suspension. It's a pretty typical setup. You guys can see here, the ride height is all the way down in the front and all the way up in the rear. The spring rate is also all the way down in the front and all the way up in the rear. My dampers are the usual 110, 10, 1, and top roll bars do not matter. Toe angle in the front is 4.0. Camber angle in the front is 4.0. Toe angle in the front is negative 0.7D. And toe angle in the rear is 1.00. Alright. Sorry about that. Okay. Now I want to go test this tune really quickly, and just so you guys know, the top speed for this, the max horsepower for the Supra is 175 or 176 horsepower, depending on what screen you look at it in. Just so you guys know where you should be at. Now, the best part about the Supra is there's no way to time launch it. Just black screen launch it, you'll get the best launch every time. So just hold down your gas the whole time. And you guys can see there, that was a quick shift. And this looks like, oh, I might have hit one of my gears wrong. Yeah, I did. So I did run a 10.001 there. I'm going to retry that just because I did miss my second gear shift in the third. 2, 1, and there's a quick shift. There we go, that's much better. There we go, so perfect. I just ran a 9.980. Put the camera closer so you guys can see that. Alright. So I was right on the money too. That's good. Now I know top times I believe are like the low 9.90, like 9.910s or whatever. And I had some serious time into the car. You guys can experience this tune a little bit more. Maybe do a couple of things differently from what I did, and try to make it faster, make it your own. I just kind of want to provide you guys with a tune that you guys can use that's quick but not the fastest, and it's something you guys can learn off of and improve on. And I just want to show you guys something. I'm not going to give you guys a tune to this, but I do want to show you guys how quick my automatic Supra is. Let me check the transmission on this really quick. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Now we ran a 9.980 there. And here's the automatic Supra. I'm pretty proud of it personally. I just figured I'd show you guys that you guys can make an auto tune with this too. And it's not too hard either. I was talking about this in the beginning of the video. So I'm doing no shifting here. You guys can hear I'm not shifting at all. And 9.981 is what I came out with there. So you guys can see you can make pretty fast auto tunes. I personally have not been beaten online by another automatic Supra, although I don't really want to face them. And I haven't come in contact with too many other automatic Supras either, so I mean there's not really much to brag about. But yeah, try that out, guys. Try and see if you can match that, or even beat it with an automatic Supra. That'd be fun to see. And then I'll work on mine some more. So hopefully this helped you guys out. There's probably some improvements to do in the suspension and maybe in the transmission, but I'll leave that for you guys to decide. So that's all I have for you guys right now, and that's it. KT out.